lined up to kick it off and get this game going. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the USC Trojans offense will have the opening possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for
pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative.
He hurls one deep down the left side. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Hunt is on its way. Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Cougars offense has the ball for the first time, and they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the thing. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
From the gun, the ground game. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice game.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Rides to back and leaves it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He's brought down to the 49, and is well short of the first down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. First one of the day, and he'll lock them up close to their goal line. They punted away on fourth down. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Big fella showing some ability, got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well. He showed you his athleticism.
Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on third and short. The play action fake. Finds his man. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before it's brought down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes down and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. For all of his star quality,
playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Got it in the middle, it's gone. And a good pick up there. Then move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. They're working out right side. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following up for a massive fumble recovery.
Running back searching for a hole. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Williams will pass. Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Leaves it with the back. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time. 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. It's picked off. That's number 10. Got some room to run. At the 20. Touchdown, Southern Cal. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Purdue. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Yeah, about that one, Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Going to swing it on 2nd down. So close to an interception there. He thought he might run that one to the house. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw it. They can't convert on 3rd down. Washington State will have to put it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Got it behind the line. It's Jordan. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll try the run. Creates a little room. Turning it on. He's busted in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
It took everything on defense. Just get that guy down to the 1-yard line. He is a monster.
And if this offense, Jess, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big...
And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. And the Trojans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. From the gun, running back gets the give. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. second and goal from the 6. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this one splits the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through, putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Going over the top. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, and 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and force the incompletion.
3 straight incompletions and undaunted. They'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field.
There he goes. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The option look. He'll toss it. Got some room. Trojans. Great job by the back on the option. They've got the lead trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10.
Man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the 1st half.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out. He goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football. But the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws it in.
And he hauls it in inside the 30. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. With the catch, it's Yates. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Unleashes one deep. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him minutes remaining on the clock. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Hoping that a field goal could give you a little bolt of energy, but instead you look up and the scoreboard still says you're down by 17. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm...
Oh, he's got some space. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps.
Oh, he wants it all. And they can't hook up going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Fires to the wideout. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire...
Looking for a deep man. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Washington State lines up quickly. On second and goal, he gets another chance. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. This offense desperate for a score here to try to stay in the game. It's third and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Woods. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half. Almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Trying to boogie their way in. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
And how about the defense coming up big, first and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box and getting the big stop.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat, use the extra blocker. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. Breaks into the open. A really nice run from deep in his own territory. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 29. The inside handoff. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Yeah, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Sometimes there are careless interceptions, and other times forced ones, and the defense forced that.
They did. Nice job dialing up the pressure. Great job getting to the QB. So much athleticism on this defense. And moving forward, this offense is going to have to be really careful thinking about how they need to protect
offensive linemen to try to move him out of the way to get a run game going. It's squarely
trying to beat the DD. And he makes the catch at the 25. And he'll go down after a huge gain and picking up the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Washington State going back to work on first down. Williams will pass. The throw. Catch in the middle. It's Callum.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Can't make the connection in the defense, putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Cougars come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Well, I think these guys have gone completely mental. They have lost their minds. The punt team is on the field, and they're in the red zone. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Not a chance. Missed it. All points are important, guys, but that would still leave you with a three-possession deficit down by 17. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Put in that last drive, moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed him.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next one.
Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and trying to stay on the field.
Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now. And as they get into the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. So the final period starts with a second down play. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Turning it on. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Trojans are marching down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
When he can see it, read it, and just flat go, those easy plays right there. I mean, he just picks up a little bit of yardage, but he can do it again and again and again, and it's just frustrating.
Firing to the right, complete. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where Trojans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Trojans! And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those hurdles. It just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly putting the Buckeye leaves on those helmets just yet. This is a tight one in Columbus. They're up by 11 over Purdue. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Williams looking for a man. Dances away to buy time. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game.
Going to take a shot. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He'll try to take it back. The 40. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to thread the field position with the return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react to getting punched in the mouth.
So on this next drive, they I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action. It sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Good timing on the quick out. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Pass interference.
Will wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy? They call PI on the offense this time. The offense lining up for a first down play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Trojans have pushed it inside the 20.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Runs through the tackle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his second of the day, this one from 23. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead down a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Wazzou offense onto the field again. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Rides the back on the option. The give. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Williams will pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Yates. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. On the move, he fires. Working that left side. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay move just does a little double checking to make sure. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Woods. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. The Cougars had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. This offense has been unable to find the end zone all day. Can they do it on third and goal? Into the end zone, and he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Wazzou!
And this offense finally gets something together and gets on the scoreboard. It's not over yet, but this is a good sign, man. They got the positive momentum. See if they can build on this, even though we're in the fourth quarter.
27, Washington State, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Now the play fake. Under fire. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets it past the marker. Oh, he's got some space. The 40, the 30, at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Washington State.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle. Nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers in the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure, hit your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
That linebacker shot through the hole so fast and timed up that snap count perfectly, getting the big hit on the running back for the tackle for loss.
They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Got enough for the first. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case.
They didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need